So we were doing the third one, that is speech delivery. And now we will move on to writing of the speech. Now here we are going to teach the child how to write or how to create a speech. I can see some of the participants have not joined. Teachers, get ready with your cameras on. Okay. Let's begin with writing speech. This is the fourth part where we teach the child how to write, what are the different parts of a speech and how to write it. Let's have a look.
Right now, I know we are in an online setting, but when you were moving your hands, I was not able to see them clearly. Right? And with this, we have come to our last section. Okay. So Tia, right now, though, I gave you a speech, right? But whenever you have to go out and present on a topic, speak, what do you think you have to do before presenting? I'm giving you a hint. You have to
write something to
remember
it and then speak.
Correct. So you have to write a speech, right, to be able to present it. So this is our next and the last section where we will be learning how to write a speech. Okay. And for this part, before I tell you about how we can write an effective speech, there's one challenge for you. So you have 1 minute time and you have to convince both your parents to buy you a pizza from a new pizza place near you. Okay. So let's assume that a new pizza place has opened near you and you have to now convince your mom and dad to buy you a pizza. So right now you are going to face towards them and talk to them. Okay. And then I'll ask your parents after 1 minute whether they got convinced or not.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how you would do. Okay.
Papa, can we please get vegetable pizza from that new store?
Why?
Because I want to eat pizza.
No, that's okay. But Domino's also give you pizza, right? It's the same pizza at the end of the day.
But it's new. Let's try something new today.
No, but pizza is pizza, right?
But the restaurants are different, so they have their different tastes.
But see, Ed, if you look at the base is all same. Veggies are all same. Cheese is same. What's the difference between two different shops?
But it's
they're charging more than Domino's.
But it's good to try something new from every store and restaurants. We should try something new.
What do you like most, the pizza of Domino's?
But I want to try something new today.
I don't think it's a good idea to try.
But let's just try. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't buy it next time.
Okay, I'll leave you your choice.
But if you didn't like it, then it will be a sheer wastage of money.
But let's just try it. We can take it once.
Right. I think we can pause it. Amazing. Does that usually happen, Tia? Is that like
every day?
Every day? Oh, really?
Rather, every weekend, I should say.
Yeah, this is a story of every weekend.
Amazing, amazing. And what happens every weekend? Like, do you both agree or what happens?
We don't have a choice.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for participating in this activity. I actually enjoyed a lot while listening to both of you. But yes, so I have a question for both of you now. What do you think would have helped you to, get convinced? Right now, I feel like you were not really extremely convinced with what Tia was saying. But what would have helped for you to, get ready to let her try pizza from the new place?
I would say two things. One can be a unique thing about that particular restaurant. Another is the value which it is providing. If it is giving me a good value, a 8 inches pizza at the price of say 4 or 6 inches, I think I would have gone for it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Tia, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Next time you know what to say. Yeah, but don't worry. For next time, I'm going to prepare you really, really well. Okay. So thank you so much once again for trying it out. And let's see that how can we convince your parents next time, So first of all, I have to say, Tia, you really tried a lot and never gave it up. So that's very good. But let's understand that, how can we be very, effective in the way we are saying and what is it that we can tell our parents. Yeah. So we are going to now learn how to write a speech to convince someone. Yeah? And for that, I would want you to remember these 3 words. Very important. Okay. The first one is, can you read it out?
Ethos, develop trust.
Yes. So ethos means developing trust. What your father also mentioned, that if, you could have told about something unique about that pizza place, then it would have been helpful. So something to develop trust. What is second?
Pathos, appeal to motion.
To emotion. Yes. Like whenever you want to convince someone, we have to also make them happy about it, right? So here's the part where we will try to make your parents happy. Yeah. So that is the second part. And what's the third one?
Logos, proof.
Proof. What do you mean by proof?
The proof which you gather that that particular restaurant is there or
Yeah, something, to again giving a very logical, good reason so that they get convinced that, okay, now Tia is, she has given me a very good reason. I can't find a reason to say no. So I'll get convinced. Yeah. Don't worry. We are going to understand this in a bit more detail again with a pizza story. But right now we will try to see how we could have used ethos, pathos, and logos to convince your parents for the pizza. Okay. All right. So ethos is about developing trust. What do you mean by trust?
trust, a bond which you create so they believe in you.
Yes, it's about creating that belief, right? Very good. Now, let's assume you have to, convince, again, same situation. You have to convince them to buy pizza from a new place. What will help you, develop trust so that your mom and dad think that, this pizza place sounds really good. We should try it. What do you think we can say?
We can say that like it has good reviews and
Very good.
and it's low in price than the other restaurants.
Very good point. Yeah, I loved it. Yes. And very similar, something we had also written, right? So good reviews means many people have tried it.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when we are buying something, we always try to see what are the reviews, right? So we can talk about that. Yes, it has good reviews. One more thing that we can use is that this pizza store is new right now here, but it has shops all over the India and it offers really good pizzas. Yeah. And when you say this, now your mom and father are thinking for a minute that, oh, okay, it has good reviews. It is there all around. Your mom had said one statement, right? That what if it is not good? Then it will waste, say, money, time, and resources, right? So in that way, if you could have added, that, no, it has great reviews, then she would have thought, oh, actually not just Tia, but many other people are saying it is good. Yeah. So that is how we develop trust. Okay. Did you understand this part?
Yes.
Yeah. Great. But I loved how you mentioned about reviews. Very good point, Tia. Very smart thinking. Yeah. Now let's come to the second point, which is pathos. Now imagine that, it's already 9 p.m. and there's no food ready at home and you want to convince them to buy pizza. What do you think you can say that will make your parents happy and also convince them to buy pizza?
I think that I'll try to convince my mom by saying that she'll not have to make dinner for us and we can order pizza so it will be easier for you.
Yeah. And you can say that your mom and dad would be thinking, what am I teaching you? This is just for example, Tia. Okay, we don't have to follow to this.
But yeah, already start using these examples sometimes.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah.
You already know how to.
So you can take rest. We can have dinner from outside.
Wow, see, you already know how to write a Great. But yes, so this was it. Now this is something we are trying to make them happy, and that they will think that, oh, Tia cares about us, and she's saying that we will get some rest. She doesn't have to cook food at night. She can also take some time off. And when you also say that I love pizza and I really want to have it, it will make me happy. So of course they would also want you to be happy, right? So yes, so this is pathos. Great. And last one, logos. What do you think we can say here for proof? You remember you said proof is something that will help them again know that, yes, this is the pizza to buy and they'll get convinced.
Yes.
So what proof do you think we can give?
Maybe because it's healthy.
Okay. But pizzas are usually unhealthy. So what more can you say to make it sound like it is healthy?
That it has really good vegetable toppings on it.
Yes, very good, right? So now you are giving a good reason that why it is healthy, right? So usually, why do our parents say not to eat from outside? Because it is usually unhealthy, right? It is not good for our health.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm no way telling you to eat more pizza, by the way. I want to clarify that. But yes, this is the reason they are worried or they are saying no usually, right? So what we can say is we can give them a good reason that, you know, this pizza had lot of toppings and they have like toppings like broccoli, cheese, things that are healthy. So it is a healthy pizza also and a tasty one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is your, what is it?
Logos.
Yes. Okay, so let's quickly revise. I think you have got it already, but I want you to say it in your own words. That what are the 3 parts of a speech, you know, in terms of how we can convince the other person really well. So what is the first?
Right. So this is the introduction of ethos, pathos, and logos. So what is the first thing that the teacher did? She checked the prior knowledge of the of child and the parent, and she engaged the both of them in a role play. Right. So this is done to check what prior knowledge the child already has. That creates a base for the understanding, and then you introduce the EPL approach, the ethos, pathos, and logos approach. And once that is done, you explain the EPL with a pizza story, right? So this is how we write the speech. So this is the 4th part. Here also, remember, everything is activity based, as you have already seen, and there is a structured approach. So what is the structured approach? Every content area is being taught or is being imparted in a proper set structured approach, right? Now comes the final showcase. Here, I have shown you the SparkX video. Here is where you are going to use the SparkX video. You will learn more details about SparkX video on day 4. So let's have a look.
This is the reason they are worried or they are saying no usually, right? So what we can say is we can give in your own words that what are the 3 parts of a speech, you know, in terms of how we can convince the other person really well. So what is the first part?
Ethos.
Ethos. And in the pizza story, you use which example or which point to show ethos?
That it's a good pizza and there are good reviews.
Correct. Good reviews. Very good. Okay. Second one is
Pathos.
pathos. And what do you think you can use here?
Uh,
Making happy. How can we make them happy?
we can convince them that they'll not have to work.
Yeah. And they can rest. Yeah. Great. Okay. And the third one.
The third one is logos.
Okay. And what can we say here?
We can say here that it's healthy
Mhm.
and it has a lot of vegetable toppings.
Yes, very good. So I know that you have understood all 3 parts really well. And now is the last chance for you to use your lifeline, Tia. Okay. So this is the part where all 3 of you can participate and help Tia. Or both of you can participate and help Tia. So now you saw Ovia speaking, right? And she really was passionate about soil. So she wanted to convince everyone that we should all care about soil and do good actions that will help save soil. Yeah? Now, I want you to pick a topic of your choice, and maybe you can take help from your parents also, and develop your own speech that you will present here using ethos, pathos, and logos. Yeah? Do you want to quickly think about a topic? It could be anything.
Global warming.
Global warming. Oh, so you also care about climate change and everything, it seems like? Yeah? All right. Okay. So global warming, and I will keep these questions for you to help. So that these guiding questions for you. Let's take 3 minutes, okay? And let's come up with ethos, pathos, and logos. On, you know, you have to talk about global warming, and you want to tell people a message, maybe to save the environment, so that global warming stops or at least reduces. So you have to convince them, right? So you can take 3 minutes, take help from your parents. If you want, you can write down your points also, and then we'll present after 3 minutes.
So this is where you ask the child to prepare on a particular topic, and you give the instructions, and you give some time to the child to prepare the speech. And you can also ask the child to take help from parents if that is required. And after the showcase is done, you can share the feedback on child's speech also. And at the end, ask for the 3 key takeaways from the child. Okay, what are the 3 key learnings from the class? So remember, these are the 5 different segments of a senior demo class. First is the context setting, where you set the expectations, welcome the parent and the child to the class, and you share the norms and the agenda of the class and create excitement. Introduction to PA skills, where you play a game, emotional request game, and you also debrief the activity and at the end ask for parents' opinion. Do not forget to include the parents in this activity also. Third is the speech delivery. This is mainly done by the student. You show OBS speech. You give instructions, clear instructions to the child to observe it very carefully and talk about the body language, voice modulation, and confidence of the speaker. And then you give the speech challenge. Writing speech, you explain the ethos, pathos, logos approach with the help of a pizza story. Do not forget to have the role play in the beginning. Final showcase, you ask the child to talk about any particular topic that you would like to talk about, right? Remember, laptop and parents' presence is highly, highly important. Child must create and deliver the speech on his own, right? Remember the success formula at Planet Spark, both the parents, laptop, and SparkX video. Remember, this is going to increase your enrollments always. Now, we have already done the first, completed the first objective for the day, and now we are going to focus on the second objective, that is building relationship with the students with the use of effective body language and voice. Yes, Rashmi?
Ma'am, just question want to know if our demo session is going well and everything is going well according to the plan, according to the teaching material, but at the end of session, parents are not continue with the course, not they are not taking the 165 classes after this. So in any cases, it will affect to our portfolio, our teaching portfolio.
No.
It might be I am not affected.
There are so many parents who do not turn up. There are so many parents who turn down the request. They do not take the courses. That's absolutely fine. It happens with us also.
Okay, thank you.
Not all demos will be successful and can get converted into enrollments. But of course, the percentage matters. Yes. Ankita.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask that you said that the teacher will give the feedback after the demo class. Ma'am, are we going to put the child in junior or senior category, or the parents would enroll for it?
You will do that.
Ma'am, what if a child is 10-year-old? According to his age or her age, he falls in the senior category.
Yes.
But his or her fluency is not up to the mark, and
You use
he
the
or she
junior
falls
demo
in the
people.
junior category.
You put
Ma'am,
him in the junior category. Yes.
ma'am, the parents will convinced or not?
Yeah, of course.
What if they object?
You have reasons. You will give your feedback and you will support your feedback with evidences. You will check the student, you will check the fluency of the student, the competency of the student will itself tell them also. They will also understand. That is why we want them to be in the class, so that they also see what their student is actually he's able to do. Right? If he is not able to express himself clearly, they will also understand the student should not belong to the senior category, right?
Okay,
So
ma'am. Thank you.
that judgment call is up to the teacher. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Akshita.
Ma'am, we'll have to figure this out in the demo class itself, that the child
No,
has to
you
be
can figure it out in the slot confirmation call itself. Because in the slot confirmation call, it's not just a call key. Yes, okay, you are joining. Okay, fine. Please join and with the laptop and both the parents. You will talk to that parent, no? You will talk, you will ask some questions about the child. You would like to know more about the child's interests, hobbies, which grade is he in, or which school does he goes to, what is the level of proficiency in English, whether he can speak, read, listen, write in English or not. Right. So these questions will help you to judge a little bit about the child. And when you start the demo, then also you can switch between the slides. Sometimes
Usually the kids happen to go in the same area in which, like, if they are seniors and they go for seniors only, it hardly happens that they have to be switched to juniors.
yes, it
There
has
are
happened
juniors into
many
seniors,
times.
obviously.
Yes, I have introduced the senior demo PPT and then I have switched to the junior demo PPT. Yes, it has happened many times. Okay. Yes, Arshi.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, my question is that once the demo is conducted, and if parents are interested, so which kind of curriculum do we need to follow to teach and guide the child?
The curriculum, you have a training session on curriculum next week. Understanding students' curriculum, the expert curriculum, you will be understanding what are the things that there are, the things are there in the curriculum. There will be a brochure also on your LMS, which you can see or check for your reference and for the parents' reference also. Okay. Great. So let's begin with use of body language and voice to build relationships. So what do you do when you have guests at home? What is the first and foremost thing that you do to make your guest comfortable in your home? What do you do? The first thing, the smallest thing. Greet, okay. Reviews as mentioned by the trainer isn't an example of logos instead of ethos as mentioned. Yeah, reviews are ethos, no? They are the experiences. Ethos means experience. When you share experience, ethos means to bring credibility to your speech. Okay. How can you make your audiences trust you as a speaker? If you give reviews of the pizza place, automatically the trust on that pizza place increases, right? Yes, wonderful. Smile. So that's probably the first step, isn't it? We would make, we'll keep a big smile on our face and we'll greet them. That might be the first step, isn't it? Probably something like this. A very popular daily soap from Star Plus. Okay, a smile can be the first step, right? So of course, greeting them, warm smile, and talking to them, introducing, and please sit, please feel comfortable. So all those things comes later, but smile could be the first step. Let's discuss something about smile also. But before that, let's understand what are the some of the important points that we need to remember. 4 things very important while you conduct a demo class. Start on a high note. Okay, what is starting on a high note? We will be discussing a little later. Use an impactful voice, the projection, the articulation, the resonance in your voice. Third, be curious about the student. And 4th is listening actively. Okay, so let's understand these 4 points in details. Starting on a high note. So let's play an activity. Let's have a game. So our training sessions are also a little activity based. So let's look at the pictures that I'm going to show you on the slides. And let's identify who would you like to talk to. Okay, so I'm going to show you picture 1, picture 2, and you are going to identify whom are you more likely to talk to. Okay. Ethos and logos. Logos is the reason why you are saying something. The evidences. Okay, like for example, in case if you are saying that pollution, or if you say, for example, plastics should be banned. Plastic bags should be banned. Okay. Ethos is when you share your experience about plastics, or you tell a story in the beginning, a hook statement. Okay, where you share your knowledge and your experience about the particular topic. So I saw there was a huge dump in the backyard of my home, and I used to, it used to be a terrible sight for us. And then I realized, why do we actually use, and the 70% of that garbage dump was full of plastic. That's when I realized that plastics bags, especially the polythene bags, are something which are creating a havoc in our environment. Hello, everyone. My name is Preeti. And then you introduce and then you start off with your speech, right? So I'm just giving an example. So when you tell a story, an incident, or an experience about your life, this brings credibility. Like, for example, have you seen the politicians? They always say that I am not a politician. I am one amongst you all. He always makes that point. I am somebody who is very similar to you. Eat dal roti. I also eat dal roti. Why does he do so? Why does he say so? Because he wants to build that trust, build that credibility with you. And that is why he tries to share personal experiences or personal knowledge with you, so that It makes the audience believe you. Logos is something where you express the evidences. Like if I'm saying about plastic bags, I would say that in 2013, a dead pelican was found on the beach of Mumbai. And the reason found was 16 plastic or 17 plastics ingested by it, right? So this is an evidence in 2013. These are evidences. So this is logos. Logos is basically the reason, the proof, or the evidences behind what we are saying. Okay, it can be in form of reasons, it can be in form of examples, you can illustrate, or you can also give evidences, hard evidences. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll keep it open for everyone. Keep the chat for everyone. So this is the basic difference. Ethos means to build trust, and logos is to prove your point. Okay. Now, let's discuss. Which face are you more likely to talk to, 1 or 2? Okay, most of you say 2. 2. Okay. Now, next one. What about this? 2. Okay. Most of you say 2. Great. Okay, let's see the third one. What about this? Now you say 1. Now, why did you say these particular pictures we liked? You say, for the left-hand side pictures, you say, yes, please, I would like to talk to them. And for the right-hand side pictures, you say, no, I'm good, probably next time, isn't it? Why do you say so? Because we are talking about smiles. Yes, exactly. Wide smile, welcoming face, bigger smile brings positivity. So this is the difference between a genuine and a fake smile. You would always see that a fake smile will never have that douche mark, the crinkles around the eyes. It will never have a lower eyelid, or it won't have a raised cheek. That's the difference between a genuine and a fake smile. Why are we talking about genuine and fake smile? Trust me, when I talk about genuine versus fake smile, genuine smile is going to evoke positive feelings amongst your students. And fake smiles is not going to help you connect with your students. Building relationship, the first step is to smile at the people we greet, we meet the first time, and to have a positive and good, friendly, warm expressions, right? So how can we start the class at a high note? We can smile genuinely. We can use virtual gestures for encouragement and have a good and loud, energetic voice. So voice we will be discussing later. But as of now, for the body language and high note, we can smile genuinely and we can use virtual gestures. Okay. Like a high five or a fist bump. Class 7 and 8 children, especially the boys, they love fist bump. Okay. Or this one, a victory sign or something like that. So they love those big virtual gestures. Now, next, impactful voice. I'm going to show you a small video. Let's listen to this voice and tell me, how do you feel?
Good morning, Mumbai. This is Janvi on World Space Radio. जाने से पहले ये है मेरा आज का ख्याल उन सब के लिए जो दौड़े जा रहे हैं शहर में। शहर की इस दौड़ में दौड़ के करना क्या है? अगर यही जीना है दोस्तों, तो फिर मरना क्या है? पहले बारिश में ट्रेन लेट होने की फिक्र है। भूल गए भीगते हुए टहलना क्या है? सीरियल के किरदारों का सारा हाल है मालूम, पर माँ का हाल पूछने की फुर्सत कहाँ है? अब रेत पे नंगे।
Okay, that would do, I believe. So, old memories, isn't it? Okay. Yes, full of energy, full of life, positive, fresh, starts from a high note. Okay. Smile and energy. Good morning was very energetic, loud and clear. Enthusiasm. What else? You have discussed so many things about voice modulation. Let's use them. Okay, something else. The tonality, yes, exactly. There was a difference in the tone, fall and rise of the intonation, yes. Pitch regulation, absolutely. Emphasis on important words, absolutely, very good. Emphasis on important words like aaj, the word aaj, or शहर का सारा हाल है मालूम, सारा. So emphasis on sara, the whole. So that emphasis created that dramatic atmosphere, right? Stretching the words or emphasizing the words, very important. So the voice was so impactful because it had a loud and energetic start, first thing. And it had a change in tonality, as you have also written. There was a change in pitch and tonality, and the volume also increased and decreased in bits and pieces. There were emphasis on important words like Sara, Aaj, Karna kya hai, isn't it? So, and there were use of exclamatory words also. So all of this made the voice very, very impactful. Why was this voice so interesting? Because it left an impression on your minds. And because of these all reasons, right? So let's look at the following features that makes a voice impactful. Change in tone and volume, pauses in between whenever it is relevant, and emphasizing on important words. This is what makes our voice more impactful. Clear? Okay. Next point is being curious. Now, how can we show that we are curious about someone, or how would you know that somebody is curious about you? By asking questions, absolutely. I have a question. What else? Eye contact, okay. So virtual gestures, fine. Expressions, one by asking questions, facial expressions, full attention, personal reference to the other. Okay, nodding, very good. Taking interest, asking more questions, asking follow-up questions. Like if I ask you, what do you like to do in your free time? I like to paint. Oh, really? What do you paint usually? Do you use watercolors or you are more into canvas painting? So you would like to know more about it, isn't it? So ask follow-up questions. And other things that you have already written is, of course, your facial expressions, eye contact and nodding, tilting head, all those things are there. But very important is to validate each other's responses, to acknowledge, right? Oh, that's amazing. That's great. Oh, you really like painting? That's a wonderful thing. So when you validate. So 3 things. Attending, not confused. Okay, fine. So asking more questions, probably asking more follow-up questions as well, and also validating the responses of the speaker. Now, I'm going to show you 2 videos of a virtual classroom. This is the first one. And after watching the first one, I would like to know how, if you were a student, how would you feel in this class? Okay.
Your mom told me that you love reading books.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I read books.
Okay, what kind of books do you read? What books? Can you name them?
Ma'am, I like Harry Potter
Okay.
books. Yes.
What more?
Ma'am, I've read Enid Blyton books.
Okay. All right. So have you watched Harry Potter series?
Yes, ma'am, I have watched all 7, actually
Okay.
8 movies.
All the 8 movies. Wow,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
good. That's good. So what else do you like to do in your free time apart from reading?
Ma'am, I like to also play with my friends in
Mhm.
evening. I like playing basketball sometimes.
Oh, you play
I-
basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. That's very nice. So
Now, let's write in the chat section, how did you feel in this session? Okay, not curious, just being robotic. Nervous and confused, no enthusiasm, very dull, less energy. Specified questions. Less smile. Asking too much. Yes. Only asking questions. She was not interested in the answers. Without any curiosity. Very good. Okay. So let's move on to the second video.
Your mom told me that
Not convinced. Okay. Let's watch the second video.
so Ishita, your mom told me that you love reading.
Yes,
Isn't it?
yes, ma'am. I do like reading.
All right. So what do you like to read?
Ma'am, Harry Potter books. I
Wow.
like them.
Oh God, have you read? Are you one of those people who have read like all the books?
Yes, ma'am. I have 7 books. My sister, in fact, got it for my birthday.
Oh my
And I have
God.
all the books with me.
Amazing. I cannot commit to all the books. I could not start, you know. So I have watched movies. I love it. But I really want to, you know, read. How do I start? Give me some tips.
Ma'am, I think I also felt that because these were very fat books also, very thick books.
Oh,
But ma'am, like once you read book, when you'll read, you'll find a lot of difference between movies and books, especially like from the first one only. Books, I think they are very detailed also. So you will enjoy, ma'am.
I thought the movies are, you know, true copies of the books.
No,
I
ma'am.
was
There's a
wrong.
lot of difference, especially when you
Okay.
read fourth book, you'll find like Goblet of Fire. It's extremely different to what it is shown in movies and what is there in books.
All right. So what else? What else do you read? Have you read some fan fictions? Have you read some, are you interested in you know, the new Harry Potter movies? I believe that came
Yeah.
out
Yes,
recently.
ma'am. I have seen, ma'am, new Harry Potter movies, but they are okay.
Okay.
I like the real Harry Potter, the one that came before, really, really
Yeah.
good.
I also think the same exact thing here, that I don't think that they're going to be that great.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
You know what? I love one series that I'm really, really, you know, Game of Thrones. Have you heard of it?
Yes, ma'am, I've heard, but I have not watched it, ma'am.
Okay.
Is it
So
good?
reading the books would be an amazing thing. If you haven't watched it, I'm
Okay.
sure that you would love the books first.
Mhm.
If you read it first, I'm sure that you will love it more than watching it.
Got it. Okay, ma'am.
It's similar to something like Harry Potter, not so much.
Okay.
It's all magical and everything. That's great as well.
Got it. Okay,
All
ma'am.
right.
I'll try.
All right. So let's.
Okay. So now let's write down about, oh, you have already written. Okay. Positive interaction with the learner, engaging and interested to know about the student. She is nervous, but she's trying to convince the tutor that books are good. Oh, the child is nervous. Okay. I'm asking about the teacher. The responses were acknowledged, properly listened on both the ends. Okay. The bond between a teacher and learner is give and take one. Although student is nervous, but teacher is trying her best to comfort her. Very good. Absolutely. Making the student comfortable with her. Yes. Sharing her own experience to build trust. Very good. And shows interest to listen to her hobbies and also join with her. And she also asked, maybe you can tell me how can I start reading books, right? Taking interest, follow-up questions involved, very welcoming, curious, connecting personally on the topic, very good. Student feels that the teacher is also learning from me, making him comfortable, very good. Very important point there is. Okay. Interaction was better. So this actually looked like an interaction, but the previous one was more like an interview. So what's the difference between this video and that video? The first video was more as if the teacher is only asking questions. It seemed as if the child was being interviewed, only asking questions and questions, and then again another question. And the teacher was also jumping from one question to another. So it seemed as if it was just an interview and not an interaction. We are actually talking to the student about his hobbies or any details about the child because we want to know that child, because we are going to stay with that child for a very long time. So video number 1, it was just an interview. It was a one-way interaction. Teacher was just throwing questions and there was the same tone of voice, limited facial expressions. Video number 2 was more of an interaction. There was a two-way interaction between the teacher and the student. Teacher was trying to actively participate. Even though the child was a little introvert, she made sure that the child speaks up. So she asked more open-ended questions and she asked that, okay, maybe you can tell me how I can start reading. So she gave her own ideas. So this way there was an exchange of ideas, and that's why it turned up into an interaction. There was a proper voice modulation. There were different gestures. There were different expressions that the teacher used, right? So do not interview, interact with the child. That's going to build relationship with the student, isn't it? Okay. Last one is listening actively. Now, this is very much related to the previous one. Let's recall what we saw in the previous video. We saw the body language of the teacher. She was, she was trying to nod her head, tilt her head to listen to the child. She was smiling all throughout. She maintained an eye contact. So it's very important to do all these things. Smile, maintain an eye contact, nod, tilt your head, give verbal gestures also like, okay, like you are listening. Okay. Second is acknowledge or validate others' points. Oh, really? You like painting? That's great. Wonderful. Okay. You can do coding in this age. That's really amazing. Okay. So you validate each other's points. That's important. And lastly, you can ask follow-up questions, which are relevant, not irrelevant questions. Okay. Nod and use verbal expressions like, okay, Ask genuine questions and follow-up questions if required. Acknowledge and validate the students' responses. Okay. Let's summarize. Start on a high note. Use a genuine smile in your classes. Fake smile is not going to evoke positive feelings. Try to use an energetic voice. Use impactful voice. Speaking with enthusiasm can energize others. Number 3, being curious. Try to be curious about the child. Do not interview. Interact with the child. Ask questions, but also try to connect with the child while you are asking questions. Let the child have his own say as well. Listening actively. Maybe you can nod, tilt your head, ask for follow-up questions, move your eyes, have an eye contact, and validate the speaker's points. Some others, do's and don'ts. Take student's name often. When you take the name of the student, there is a sense of belongingness that is created. Be authentic. Students know fake gestures and smiles. Always try to consider the student as an equal partner. And do not have that, teacher-student kind of relationship. Yes, so now you are going to do this. Now I'm going to tell you to do this. Make it more conversational. Make it more casual so that the child feels comfortable in the class and he's more open to you. The more a child is open to us, the more he will speak. And the more we will be able to understand his areas of improvement. Okay, so sorry for that. Sharing about self. Share about yourself, share your personal experiences, share your personal stories as well. But very important, do not get into random conversations because they're not going to help you build relationships. Random conversations are only going to waste your time. And of course, use of a sing-song voice is a no, that you already know. Okay, so that's the end of this session. Now, let's start off with our closing, and that is your quiz time. And now you can ask me any question you have. Okay, I would like to ask you a question. Say, for example, if the child is an introvert or student is looking around here and there and he's providing one-word answers during the introduction in the first part, okay, context setting, when you are introducing yourself to the child and you are asking for an introduction from the child. In that case, student is looking here and there, he's looking here, there, okay. And he is only providing one-word answers. In that case, what would you like to do? And I see in the second session, almost all the cameras are gone off. Most of the cameras. Why? Make him feel special and that his response matters. Okay. Game session, very good. Game session as in icebreakers. Very good. I will ask about the child's interests. Okay, very good. Icebreaker questions, very good. Open-ended questions and activities. We'll try to. So what we do usually, what I usually do is sometimes if I see that the child is not ready to answer a lot, I mean, he's not ready to speak a lot. What I do is, okay, probably he's bored sitting in one place. I just tell him, okay, go to your balcony or, just roam around the whole house and come back in 2-3 minutes and tell me what did you see. Share your experience in your house or probably in the balcony or probably outside your window, right? So something of that sort. Like, for example, what's your favorite color? For junior section, you can do this. What's your favorite color? Why is it your favorite? What does it denote? I mean, what feeling does it evoke in you? If you see red, so for example, if my favorite color is red, what feelings do you have when you see something of the color red? Something of that sort where the child has to think and he has to answer. Question like his hobbies. Yes, you can ask questions about his hobbies. And moreover, when you are making the slot confirmation call, you ask questions about the child, about his interests and hobbies also, so that you know about his hobbies and you can create some questions and you can, customize the demo accordingly. And you can have those icebreaker questions. Yes, Debashmita.
As you've asked, like if the child seems bored or not interested, in the first demo session, only in the presence of the parents, if situation like this happens, then how can I, overcome it?
That's what I'm discussing.
Like in the presence of the parents only, I will be asking him or her to any situational kind of question which might give him a sense of interest.
Yes, why not?
Okay.
The parent will also see how you are trying to connect with the child.
Okay, understood. And if the parents, and one more question I had, like suppose many parents might not be so confident and fluent while speaking English or reading aloud from the screen, right? Then how can I shall I be skipping the parent section of introduction?
No, please don't skip that. Use different language, handhold, just like I am doing it for you all. I'm giving a handholding for you. So similarly, you also give the same experience.
So I can dictate out the question and introduction question for the parents and what means in their.
The parents will not be able to read. My name is.
Okay.
They will be able to read, but in case of absolute, like in very extreme cases where the parents are not, I mean, they're not literate or they are not able to read English, then in that cases, maybe you can ask them in the regional language, "Aapka naam kya hai?" and rest of the things. Yes.
So, so much assurance and assertiveness in your this conversation, I assume that the leads which get converts into the demo is a quality one only,
Very
good
obvious.
quality.
Very
Okay.
obvious.
Okay. Thank you.
Senior category, we can ask, tell us a story which makes you laugh. Okay, Maisha, yes, you can do that. But you know what? Sometimes the children have a habit, some of the children have a habit of, stretching too long. So make sure that your icebreakers are short and crisp. Good that you have written this. It came into my mind suddenly. If you ask for like 2 open-ended questions, like what did you do in your summer vacation? Now the student has got a chance to speak. Now he will say, okay, I went to this, I ate this, I did this, you know what, ma'am, and this also happened, and I fought with my sister also. She was telling like this, but I told her like this. So he will continue speaking. So don't give that, because you have stipulated time and you have to finish off your demo within 1 hour. So yes, you can ask open-ended question, but make sure that the answers should come in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, so that you can wrap it up easily. Okay, quiz completed. Great, wonderful. Today we were like before time. That's nice. You all have been very, very supportive. Very, very supportive. Very good. Okay. Any other questions? If you have, you can ask me. I am here till 1. I hope all of you have got mock resources. Anyone who has not got the mock resources, okay, since I have got some time, I can show you how does the handbook look like. Okay, and I'll give you some idea about mocks also, so that you are prepared. Yes. Where is your mock resources? Your mock resources are on your dashboard. It's on your dashboard. Can we share the handbook link? Can I share the handbook link? I can share, but your mock resources already are there. This is only the mock resource. I'm sharing it. This is the mock resources. Demo resource, C. Demo resource, point number A. Point number D, mock resources. Everything is in this handbook. Okay, everything is here. And the same link has been embedded on your dashboard. When you open your dashboard, you will see on the right-hand side top corner, you will see there are 3 links. I think there is one help, one is demo resources, one is mock resources. Demo resources, mock resources, both are same. You can open it and check. What advice would you give to young educators like me who don't have a lot of experience in teaching? Hitesh, have confidence in yourself and believe in empathy and patience. 2 things. I think to teach a student, a junior or a senior or an adult learner, 2 things are very important. First is patience, because many a times you will lose. Okay, I should not say this on record, but yes, there are times we are also human. We lose ourselves, like we lose the sense of thinking straight, and we get irritated at many point of time, like when the student is asking too much or he's asking silly questions. I just explained it again, he's asking the same question. So don't lose it. Just think that he is a clean slate and you are the one who is going to write on it. So always be reasonable, and whatever you say should be respectful, and this we will be doing in art of giving feedback. There are lots of things which you will learn also, Hitesh, and for you I would say 2 things. Remember, patience and empathy. Think like a young learner, young student, and you will find out the way. It's not very difficult. Harmanpreet, what you are not able to find? Is it your quiz? Quiz for today is on the same place, in the same place. Go to today's date, go to your dashboard, left inside blue panel, click on my training plan. There itself, your quizzes are there. Expand today's training plan. That is senior demo observation and building relationships. Okay, mock interview questions, ma'am, how they are. Open it. You can open it. You are allowed to open it. Okay. So these are the links over here for the mock. Mock 1 is here. Okay, click here, it is written. Mock 2, you are seeing there, you can see there are 2 different links. You have to choose any one. If you are going for the junior one, go for the junior one. If you want to go for the adult one, you can go for the adult one as well. Mock 3, you have the link as well. Okay, you can open it and you can check it, but now, as of now, you won't be able to understand most of the things. Okay, so wait till Thursday, you will be able to understand. Yeah, if you want to open it and just go through it, yes, you can. One assignment, Jyoti, yes. Mock resources are on your dashboard. Rinisha, dashboard, top right-hand side corner. When we have to start the mock test after Thursday's training. Join session, you are on the dashboard. Diba, you are on the dashboard. Go to the blue panel on the left-hand side. You have not clicked it clearly. Rinisha, teacher handbook. Teacher handbook is mock resources. It is also known as mock resources. It is also known as demo resources, whatever you call it. All 3 things are same. Each mock test takes one hour. Can't understand today's assignment. What you can't understand? Please unmute. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, in today's assignment, like what do we need to actually in the video assignment? What do we need to do, ma'am?
What do you need to do? What is the question? I don't know the question. You tell me the question.
Ma'am, in the video assignment today's, like in the previous day, there was some, voice modulation.
Greta
video.
Thunberg speech was there, first question.
Yes.
And you had to give that speech once again. First one was audio recording. Second one was video recording. And there was one more question, I believe. I don't know. Yes.
Yes,
Then
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In today's assignment, will be the same thing or?
It will be different, of course. It will be based on senior demo session, and it will be based on building relationships. Open it, you will get the questions.
Okay. And if I open it, ma'am, like directly the page is coming, na? So the test is getting started. So before getting the test, so I wanted to see what kind of questions or how to prepare myself.
You can open it and on the spot you can do it.
Okay.
On the spot you can do it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, so whenever you open a Willow link, in case if you're not able to access the assignments, you have that option. Go to your history. The Google Chrome's history will always have that Willow link, isn't it? Diba, coming to you. Rinisha, it is in your dashboard. Please open your dashboard. On the top right-hand side corner, there is something called mock resources. Please open it. It's same as handbook. That's the same as handbook. I cannot show you. Somebody, if you can share your screen for Sheetal and Rinisha. No, assignments are not evaluated and analyzed. Yes, Diba, it is for your practice.
Yeah, ma'am, again, yesterday's issue, I'm trying to, solve that quiz, but it says again and again, it says join the class and mark yourself present. And I'm already connected to the class. I can't see that quiz.
Dashboard, you are not on my training. Okay, for others, Rinisha and Sheetal, these are your mock resources. Can you see this? Please confirm me in the chat section. Thank you, Deborah, for sharing it. Sheetal, is it now? Yes, okay. Sheetal has said yes, fine. Rinisha, you will get it. So, Diba, please share your screen. Where does it show join session?
Ma'am, now that you've told me, it is showing yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Darshana?
Hi. So yesterday the assignment was completed. the voice modulation and the video recording. But how much time will it take for the trainers to get back and let us know where we need to work on? Because when I
For the
tried,
assignments, I clearly said assignments will not be evaluated. It is
no,
only
it'll not be evaluated, but then at least it says that grading in progress. That
that's
is
a
what
Willow
it shows.
platform. That's not our platform. Okay.
Okay.
Mocks are there for your feedbacks. So you will be getting your feedbacks on your mock. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. And don't take mocks as an elimination round. It's not an elimination. It's a practice. It's a kind of where you practice yourself and then you find out that these are the support areas, and then the team will try to have more trainings with you. So it's not like you will be eliminated. You will be getting your feedbacks. You will know where to do what. So the feedback will be more targeted and more productive for you.
So yesterday's mock that I did, you said we'll be receiving the feedback.
Yesterday mock, there are
Not
no
mock. No, not mock. I mean that attempt assignment was there, no?
Yes.
So that one will we be getting any feedback on that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Assignments, you will not get any feedbacks. Mocks, you will be getting feedbacks.
Got it.
Assignments are not optional. They are actually for your practice. If you don't do it, it's fine if you do. You think it's fine if you don't do your homeworks? Would it be fine if your student says the same thing, that is it fine that if we don't do the assignments? You give your answer to yourself. I won't give this answer. I said this for your ease, that it does not have a deadline. And of course, it is not going to affect your onboarding. But that doesn't mean it is not essential. Priyanka, I just said it. Assignments, I said they are not mandatory. They are not going to affect your onboarding. And they do not have a deadline also. So you can do it at your ease. But that doesn't mean that they are not essential. They are essential. They are very, very important. Because before directly hitting your mocks, I would rather have you practiced in the assignments. Okay. Where are the assignments? Where the quiz is? Peza? Both the topics covered today, senior demo observation and debrief and building relationship, have same one quiz. Yes. Meenal, yes, it is one quiz today. Shanvi, yes.
Yes.
Oh, ma'am, this is not my dashboard because it says your training starts from 15th of April.
Can you share the
It's not.
dashboard with me?
Yeah, I was trying to tell you the same.
This is whose screen? This is Diva, right?
Yeah.
And whom am I talking to?
Yesterday it was Diba.
Okay.
Yesterday it was perfect, but today it says 15th of April I did this and then this.
Because
I mean,
you were enrolled with PlanetSpark, probably you had given your interview long back, and that is why you had been enrolled for the training session from 15th of April. Please focus on today's date. Do not go for the day 6 or day 5 or day 7. Please focus on today's date. Today is 23rd, right?
Yeah, 23rd.
If you are giving the quizzes and assignments, give it for 23rd April. Do not give it for 16th April or 15th April.
All right, that's what I wanted to. I was worried about. G, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Shanvi, you had a question.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to know that when we are presenting, talking to students during the demo and during the general class as well, so we will get all the material, like what the activity, how it will go, everything will be on the system, and then we are going to share it and talk accordingly with the students, right?
It's not on the system. It's already given to you in the handbook, which I showed you just now. Right?
Okay.
So it's in the handbook. This is your teacher's handbook. These are your demo related. What do you mean by demo related resources? The resources that you are going to use in your demo classes. Like here, it was a senior demo session. You can click on these two links, any one of the link, both are same. If you click on it, this is the page which opens. I'll show you. This is the demo PPT.
Okay.
It's already provided to you. And where is the handbook? Handbook is on the dashboard, mock resources. It is named as mock resources. Okay. Thank you. Sharun.
Ma'am, quiz option is not visible to me.
Can you share your screen?
Sure. See, ma'am.
Okay, this is April 22. Go to 23. Scroll down. Yes. Or expand it. Senior demo observation and debrief. Can you see that? Take your mouse there. Go to 10 a.m. 11th. Yes. Open it. Go down.
Okay. Take quiz. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. That is for the demo class. Is it mandatory to conduct demo class for our? Yes, absolutely, Priyanka. 1 hour, though, it's a protocol, no? It can increase from, I mean, it can be 1 hour, 5 minutes, but if it is 55 minutes, then it will affect your pay. So let's make it sure that you are taking the demo for 1 hour. This has been done for some reason. Earlier, it was not like this, but when it has been done for some reason, slowly and steadily, you will be learning all those things. Ah, yes. Arshi, now it is already 1. I can ask you all to leave. Okay. So any other information which you would like to share, which you would like me to share with you? The handbook, I hope you all have got it. So earlier, what we used to do is we used to share it manually in the training classes. Now it has already been embedded in your dashboard. So we are not sharing it separately. If you want, I can share it here. But anyways, you have that link, right? Will we be continuing the demos even after having a handful of enrollments? It depends on the time that you have. If you have the availability, if you have time to take more demos, and taking a demo means what? You are interested in taking more enrollments. When do you take a demo? You take a demo because you want to buy something, right? You take a trial of a Kia Sonet or a Hyundai Accent or whatever it is. You take a test drive because you want to buy it. Okay, so if you are ready to take enrollments, more enrollments, then you can keep taking your demos. And if you are like, okay, no, now I am all packed, I don't want more enrollments, then you will stop taking demos. And there will be a time when it will come. It will be happening. Okay. Yes, Rinisha. Rinisha, you can unmute yourself. Meenal, you need to get in touch with the support team, okay? Because if you have missed the whole session, it's a mandatory training program for 4 days from Monday to Thursday. So it's important to at least join each of the session. If you miss 10-15 minutes of the session, that's a different story altogether. In that case, you can watch the recorded sessions. You need to get in touch with the support team. It's there on your dashboard. How many hours can provide in full time? Maisha, you are an earthling. I'm also an earthling. I have 24 hours in a day. You also have 24 hours in a day. So full time, if you can work, work for the full time, you can work. Of course, you will be providing as many hours that you have in a day. So yeah, that many hours you can provide. Okay, so nobody is going to ask you why are you sitting at 10 a.m. or why are you sitting at 9 p.m. Nobody is going to do. Whenever you feel like sitting. I mean, it's not like if you have promised for 3 hours, you are sitting only for 1 hour, then that's an issue. But for maximum, you don't have any limit, right? Renisha, you can, if your mic is not working, you can write it down. How many hours one? Okay, if we don't get any enrollments after 30 to 40 demos, will it affect our journey? I do not know about this. I have no idea. You need to ask this to your OJT. After taking 30 to 40 demos, you will not get any enrollment. Somehow I am not able to believe. 30-40 demos is like many demos. And you are talking about successful demos. I'm not talking about unsuccessful demos. The ones which are cancelled, rescheduled. I'm talking about successful demos. If 30, 40 are there, you will get enrollments. You could not enter the training class at 10. I don't have any idea why you were not able to enter. The session had started and I had already disabled the waiting room. Everyone was inside. Shifts in the PS and I choose 6 to 10. So if, Priyanka, since you have chosen 6 to 10, so, and if you are working with the Indian clients or Indian parents, obviously you will get demos in that hours only, 6 to 10. 10 is like too much, but you will get it from 4 to 9. So yeah, you can choose your region accordingly. If you choose your US Canada region, then probably you will be working late at night and in the early morning. So it depends on the region that you choose. Your OJT will be informing you about this. Teacher's handbook. Rinisha, it's on your dashboard. Open your dashboard. Open your dashboard. In your dashboard, you will find on the top, there is something called mock resources. Or if you are not able to find it till now, I'm just sharing it with you. Please save this link. Give me a second, please. Okay, teachers, any more questions? Mock interviews, mock evaluations. Oh, you can open those questions, no? Jasvinder, you can open those questions and you can see what questions are there. Whatever you have been trained in the training sessions, regarding that, only the questions will be there. Rinisha, you need to do a little bit of R&D on yourself. The place from where you are joining the session, if you are not able to find that page, I'm really sorry, I can't help you out. Payouts will be on first day of every month. No, it's usually on 8th of every month. Can we change the time slot for teaching after onboarding? Yes. Yes, Shafin, yes. Can we change the time slot for teaching? I want to answer this. Okay. So I'll close the session. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow again at 10 a.m. in the morning. And tomorrow we will be watching a junior demo session. Okay. I'm closing the session. Yes, they can. Why not? A part-time trainer, if he wants to if he wishes to work full-time, then why not? It's absolutely fine. Okay, thank you so much. I'll close the session. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.